Hello dear students, this is Mushtaq from MC Society Institute of Pharmacy, Azam campus. Today we are going to learn about inhalation route and its advantages and disadvantages. Next, topical route and its advantages and disadvantages. Outcome of our today's lectures, you will be able to describe the inhalation and topical route of drug administration. You will able to state the advantages and disadvantages of inhalation and topical route of drug administration. Inhalation route of drug administration. In case of inhalation route of drug administration, the drug will be administered in aerosol system or in the form of vapors, or sometime we sprayed the drug into minute droplets which gets deposited on mucous membrane of our respiratory system and produces the effect locally. The example of this is adrenaline spray used in bronchial asthma. We can also administer the drug as in gaseous or in the form of smoke. These include carbon dioxide gas and other volatile general anesthetics to produce general anesthesia. Absorption by these routes is rapid, easy, and highly local, as well as systemic concentration of drug can be achieved. So in this diagram you can see the apparatus like inhalers used for the absorption of drug by inhalation route. That's the apparatus. Next, technique of administration. We require special apparatus such as mask. Sometimes aerosol systems with atomizer are used for sprays of suspensions. And the aerosols, they are stable suspension of very fine liquid or solid particles in a medium are produced and administered by nebulizers. Next, advantages of this route. Rapid onset of action. Rapid termination of action can be done. It can be used to produce local as well as systemic effect. Self-administration is possible and controlled administration is possible, such as anesthesia. When we require to stop the drug, we can simply remove the mask and stop it. No food and drug interactions, as the drug goes into directly into the respiratory system. So degradation by the stomach, intestine, liver can be avoided. Next, disadvantages of this. A special technical skill is required when we are giving the drug by apparatus. Next, sometimes specially designed apparatus is essential for administration of drug like aerosols. Certain drugs may produce irritation of respiratory tract which increases the secretion and uncomfort to the patient. Certain drugs may increase respiratory secretions. As the drug directly enters into the left side of the heart, there is chances of cardiac toxicities. So hence we have to cautiously use this route. Difficulty in regulating exact dose of drug. We cannot say how much drug will get absorbed from the respiratory tract. Hence, it's quite difficult to calculate the exact dose. Some patients have difficulties in giving a drug by inhalers. They cannot able to take the drug. Next is topical route. It is the simplest route. The preparation are meant for the application to the site of action. These external preparations include dusting powders, paste, lotions, creams, ointments, and etc. The well-known example of external preparation for local application is posterior pituitary powder stuff used for treatment of diabetes insipidus. Some drugs may be applied locally as well as systemically. Examples are Bogies for urethra, pessaries for vagina, and suppositories for rectum. So you can see here cream, ointment in the eye, ointment in the nose, which shows local effect. Advantages of this route: easy route of administration, self-medication is possible. This route gives slow absorption. Local application generally are useful when prolonged effect of a drug is desired. As it produces local effect, this preparation decreases the possibility of systemic absorption of medicaments, and hence there will be no adverse effects. High concentration of drugs are attained at the desired site without exposing the rest of the body, therefore less chances of systemic side effects. Absorption can be enhanced using various formulations like oleomic bases, etc. Next, disadvantages of topical route. Some absorption of drugs takes place in the drug, therefore can cause undesirable toxic effect. So maximum drug will not get absorbed. If it gets absorbed, the quantity will be minute. But in some cases, the drug may get absorbed in large quantity and may show undesirable toxic effects. When you apply the drug on the skin, it may cause irritate the skin or mucous membrane. The drug for cornea application may penetrate into the eye and may affect the ciliary muscles. So we can see topical application as in mucous membranes, eye drops, antiseptic, sunscreen, callus removal, nasal, etc. On skin, dermal rubbing of oil or ointment, local action, transdermal absorption drug to the skin that may cause systemic action. That will be stable, blood vessels will be there, no first pass metabolism, and drugs might be potent or patch becomes too large. So what we have learned today? We have learned today about inhalation route and topical route. Inhalation route, we have seen how various apparatus are required to administer drug by inhalation route, and advantages and disadvantages of inhalation route. Secondly, we have seen the topical route in which we apply the drug on the skin, and advantages and disadvantages of topical route. Thanks a lot.